So this is where you listen to me and Vlad, young men and women. Guys, when the girl is done and you break up with her, you don't talk about the next man that's dating your ex. If you got a new chick, you stick with her. You go on about your business, and that's it. Unless she's your baby mama, and still, then you gotta be cordial. Yeah. I just did a DM episode when I talk about men should start thanking the baby daddies, the stepfathers. And let me tell you why, because even though as a man, you're supposed to raise your child, but I tell people all the time, sex makes babies, not love.
True.
So if you have sex with, you may not love the girl, but you wanna do the right thing because you got a child.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you may not love the child and may not love the woman, but because how you was raised, you wanna do something. So if another man does come in to that woman's life and help raise that kid, the man who's raising the kid, don't put the baby daddy down because your woman that you with now was a hoe at the Hampton Inn. She was kicking it with a dude, eating cheese and eggs in the morning, not being responsible. So what she did, because of her mistake, she met a guy who got his life together. Mm-hmm. She took where she was not accountable, placed it on you. Now, psychologically, you gotta pretend. Because that's all it is, it's just great acting. I gotta raise another man's child, and you really feel you have achieved something. But it's downfalls to that just like it's pros, right? The downfalls is you could put another man's kids through school. The downfall, the great thing with the pros, you can put kids through school. You could do a lot of great things. And on your deathbed, the kid don't like you so much, he won't even come see you. It could get so bad that if the mother leaves and you took care of that kid because that kid don't feel obligated to you, he could drop you off at assisted living and leave you there. These are things you got to deal with. So when you go into that field, don't expect anything in return. Just be there because that's what you want to do.
Yeah, and a lot of times
these are facts.
Right, a lot of times men have their own kids, which their woman will help raise as well. Most times. Not always, but most times it's a blended family of some sort. It's not ideal, but you make the best of it.
Yes, because what I want to show the world, I don't want men to be stepfathers. I think it's too much pressure for a man. I think that you get in way over your head. You think this is what you want to do.
I've never, one time I dated a woman with a kid and she tried to push the kid on me in the very beginning and I felt very uncomfortable.
Yes, because
I didn't like it. And I never went back and did that afterwards.
Here's the thing about some men, right? You see a girl with a fat ass or whatever you like about that woman.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby. And she's like, I got kids, and the guy is so infatuated by, he says, I want to meet your children. I want to get caught up. I want to be with you. And then they see how serious it is to be a man when you got to pay rent, when you got to bring food, when you got to pick up from work or there's one car. But you love her so much, she's driving your car. You now taking a bus. Give me an example. I got a friend, and I don't mind saying it because I really wanted to lead the chick. She leaves her husband in Ohio. They hook back up. He lives in Jersey. He drives to Jersey to go get her. He got his own home.
Ohio to Jersey.
Right.
What is that, like a 15-hour drive?
Yeah, he drives to go get her. He brings her back to Jersey. He had his own house that his mom left him, the family left him, nice home. Was doing pretty good. Been with her maybe a year now, maybe a year and a half. Don't want to go home. Drinking beer, depressed, borrowing money. She's never done that. She had kids. She brought the kids with her. So it's a bad situation that a little longer if he dies, right? Just saying she can get the house. She's not even married. She gonna get it on default because of...
Damn.
That's my point. So there's some men in the world who can't get sex from a woman. This is just facts.
Yeah.
So when they do get a little ass,
they lose their mind.
They lose their mind.
That used to be me back in the day.
On a regular basis.
Back in the day, yes.
You're getting a little ass, and you feel good, right? And at night, you putting your little thing in something. You're under the sheets, you feel amazing. But then you wake up, to all these serious, grown-up, serious issues.
Yes.
Rent, you got to take on another job because the job that you have is not making enough money for a woman that's you're not married to, and for kids that belong to somebody else. You're putting yourself in an early grave for a situation when you could have met somebody else. And that's the thing with most men and most women. They're afraid to meet other people, or they're afraid to be alone.